And good evening to you. Welcome to high school basketball on Central Illinois Sports from the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament for the first of three contests coming your way on this Wednesday evening. It's the Carlinville Cavaliers. Dave Suits' squad is 3-11 on the season, taking on the 1-14 Liberty Eagles in this consolation quarterfinal. Good evening to you. I'm Charlie Hall. Jack and John are alongside tonight as well. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. These two teams battling it out to try to keep their tournament experience going for at least another day. We'll also have action for you with Calhoun and North Green at 7 o'clock, and then on the championship side of the bracket at 8:30, the final quarterfinal matchup as West Central will play Griggsville Perry. A lot to talk about in preparation for this contest and the evening on Central Illinois Sports. Let's pause for this timeout on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Back with more after this.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
At Logan Agri-Service, we consider it a badge of honor to be recognized as one of the larger independent suppliers of crop protection chemicals in the Midwest. We've worked hard for years to provide you with the access to the best herbicides, insecticides, and fungicides from top manufacturers because we know without you, our local farmers, we wouldn't be here. When you have questions, call our local experts to discuss what works best for your fields and your situation, or visit us online at loganag.com. Serving agriculture since 1962.
When choosing internet and Wi-Fi service to meet your family's education needs, it pays to do your homework. You'll learn that Cascom, with fast, reliable speeds up to 1 gig, powered by whole home adaptive Wi-Fi, is the right choice. School has changed, and so should your internet. Contact Cascom and upgrade to the internet speed and whole home Wi-Fi your family needs.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Barry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank is here to serve all of your banking needs. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC. And equal housing lender. Carlinville, they are the 10 seed, taking on 15th seeded Liberty in this consolation bracket quarterfinal. Carlinville was beaten by Port AC Central 72-40 on day one of the tournament, and Liberty gave a pretty good fight against Greenfield for about 2.5 quarters, but then fell in that contest 62-41. These two teams are matching up to see who will come back tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock and take on the winner of Calhoun and North Green, who are going to be matching up this evening at 7 o'clock on the consolation side of this bracket. And then, as we told you in the opener, West Central and Griggsville Perry go head-to-head at 8:30 this evening in the final championship bracket quarterfinal. Other championship bracket quarterfinals went like this. On Monday, it was Route over Payson Seymour, 76-70 in overtime, and Camp Point Central beat Brown County 49-40 in what is the only upset so far in this tournament. Triopia is playing in the semifinals of the consolation side of the bracket. They'll play tomorrow against Carrollton, who beat Western. And then, of course, then at 7 o'clock tomorrow, that'll be the other semifinal on the consolation side. And then the first championship bracket semifinal will be at 8:30 tomorrow, Route and Camp Point Central. So 3 games every night this week, past that Monday where there were just 2 games. And then Saturday, of course, there'll be action starting at noon, 1:30, and 3 with the consolation 5th and 6th and 3rd and 4th place games respectively. And then the championship game is slated for 7 o'clock on Saturday evening here for the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament. Both teams out on the court, warming up in preparation for this contest. It's the Carlinville Cavaliers trying to get a victory here in the Winchester tournament against a Liberty Eagle squad who they won the tournament a year ago, so they'd like to survive and advance at least another day as well. Should be a good matchup here this evening. Let's step aside on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show to hear from some of the sponsors helping to make this game possible for you tonight. We're back with more after this.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Hey guys, it's James and Todd coming at you from Jersey's here. Hey, and it is a beautiful day outside.
Catch all the action at Jersey's in Camp Point. Fresh, made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, horseshoes. Check out our brisket bacon burger, our Nashville hot chicken. Fried chicken every Thursday night. Enjoy an afternoon on the patio or catch a game on one of our 7 TVs. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Todd, you got some beers for us?
Hey, you know what? It's time for that segment.
We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer, unmatched craft selection, and signature drinks. Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, your hometown sports bar.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
This is Alexis, nurse practitioner.
This is Dr. John Olson. He is the best neurosurgeon.
Well, I paid her to say that.
However.
Many of the patients that Alexis sees, we talk about that day, and we're able to collaborate real time on the patients.
Having another provider that's not a surgeon work with the surgeon, I think you get the best of both worlds. If you have any neck or back pain, come see us in the Spine Center.
Pike County Lumber is the place to start all your building projects. They offer a huge selection of framing and specialized lumber, beautiful interior and exterior doors, and multiple roofing options that can be delivered to your rooftop. Start your indoor projects at Pike County Lumber too. New or renovated bathrooms are one of their specialties. Updating your flooring, time for a new kitchen, any project from start to finish. You can trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, Central Illinois Sports, where you can watch every game of this 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament. Been a good one so far. This is game, I think, 13, which means we're about halfway there through this 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament. Still lots of recognitions that they'll be doing throughout the rest of the week, and then a special recognition for the tournament itself on Saturday, as the Illinois Basketball Coaches Association will be honoring the tournament itself for 100 years, and going to be a well-deserved recognition for all the folks who work so hard to put this on each and every year. Top 10 scorers in the tournament so far. Gavin Artheloni leads the way at Porta AC, 55 points. Cole Beheimer of Brown County, 41. Brian Deeker of Payson Seymour and Ryan Snow of Triopia are tied at 40. Bryson Mossman of Route at 35. Isaac Genenbacher of Camp Point Central at 32, along with Mason Smith of Western at 32. Wyatt Lipcomb of Griggsville Perry at 31. He's the only player on the list that has played just one game so far. And then Sam Carr of Brown County and Nick Moore of Camp Point Central are tied at 29 points apiece. Carlinville and Liberty, they're playing in the tournament for the first time. It might be the first time the two schools have ever played, in fact. Liberty is among the most northwestern schools in the field, along with Payson, and Carlinville, they represent the most southeastern competing team. This is only the second year Carlinville has been in the tournament field, as the Cavaliers replaced Rushville Industry last year. Hang on, Jack. I'm going to have you tell your thought again. If we turn your mic on, it'll be a lot easier for people to hear you. Go ahead.
I said it kind of brings up an interesting thought. Alton Marquette was in this tournament many years ago now. They were short a team, and they came and played for a couple of years. And they and Calhoun played in the opening round. And little did we all know, they and Calhoun were not close to each other when it came to friendships at that time. And you remember the wars we saw out here? That one might have been the roughest one I've ever seen on a Saturday morning here at Winchester.
I'm just telling you, the late game tonight, West Central and Griggsville Perry. No love lost between those two teams. They got a little chippy, according to Coach Garrett White, the last time they got together at Griggsville. And so that'll be one to keep an eye on tonight. I liked his quote, though. It was from Ken Stouffer. You know, Coach Stouffer, he's been around this game a day or 100, and I want to get this right, so let me look it up real quick for you, Jack. He says, Coach Stouffer always said it takes a cool head to win a hot contest, so everybody will just need to keep a cool head if you want to win that contest. It's going to be a hot one tonight.
Is he the guy that said when you come to a fork in the road, take it?
I don't know. That
was Yogi Berra, but I think Yogi Berra got that from Ken Stouffer.
Could have been. Here it's Liberty and Carlinville. We saw Liberty, again, as we talked about, play fairly well, actually, against a pretty talented Greenfield Northwestern squad before just kind of running out of gas down the end. We've really been impressed on how this Liberty squad has improved from the opening week of the season until this point. They just keep getting a little bit better. Now, has that translated on the win side? Not necessarily just one win on the season, a 3-point win against Highland. But we think it's going to pay dividends as they go down the stretch. We've seen Greg Altmix do this before, right? Like have a team that finishes in the top 4 in the state and then have a really, really young, inexperienced group the next year. Usually he figures out a way to get those guys the experience and the lessons they need to be competitive. And this is a Liberty squad with just one senior on the roster in Will Moss. So they definitely have a lot to build on. This Carlinville squad's in a very similar situation as far as the youth side of things go. They have 3 seniors on the roster, but they also dress 4 freshmen on the team, so they're really looking to maybe make a little bit of a youth movement as well.
Dave Suits told me when he gave me the record, he said, don't let that fool you. I don't think we're as good as our record is right now. And, I mean, he was not being critical of the kids. He just said, I need to do a better job. A little trivia in this one, too. Liberty and Carlinville. Dwayne Kirkman had a son that went to Liberty. And, of course, Doug Elledge coached at Liberty at one time. And then, actually, might have got a technical at the Liberty Gym coaching Pittsfield one time with his shoes off.
It's actually easier to start naming schools where Doug Elledge has not coached than it is to try to remember the entire list. A break here. When we come back, we'll take a look at the starting lineups on Central Illinois Sports.
Here at Mountain Dew, it's easy to tell who really loves the outdoors. For one thing, there's the rack on your car and the hitch on the back of your truck. There's your garage full of toys, from dirt bikes to wakeboards. And there's your cooler full of Mountain Dew, always at the ready. Because when it's time to get out there, climb into your deer stand or your fishing boat, a cooler of ice-cold Mountain Dew, that's as important a piece of outdoor gear as your spinning rod or your four-wheeler. Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930. Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Well, let's be the starters for this contest as Carlinville and Liberty are matching up here on Central Illinois Sports. Trucks LLC, for all your diesel repair needs, call Trucks. Trucks is currently operating with mobile service units only at this time as their new building is being constructed in the industrial park in Pittsfield. Trucks looks forward to helping the local communities with all of their diesel needs. Call Trucks, 217-922-0044 for Trucks. We first be the visiting team on the scoreboard. That's the Liberty Eagles. Greg Alt makes his team 1-14 on the season. They'll start at a guard. He's a 5'8 junior. Noah Klauser at a second guard, a 5'8 junior Gavin Fessler. And at the third guard is the 6'3 junior Tanner Gim. At a forward, a 6' senior Will Moss. And at the other forward, the 6'2 junior Levi Hayner. Hayner, Moss, Gim, Klauser, and Fessler for Liberty. For the Carlinville Cavaliers, Dave Suits' squad is 3-11. They'll start at a guard. He is a 6' 1" junior Matt Dunn. At a second guard is a 6' senior Colton Costello. And at the third guard is the 6'2 freshman Noah Convery. Out of forward, a 6'2 senior, that's Ryan Hart. And at the other forward, the 6'2 sophomore Dom Alepra. Convery, Alepra, Hart, Dunn, and Costello for the Carlinville Cavaliers.
Both the cheerleading groups are looking good tonight. They've got really neat-looking uniforms. Congratulations to them for all their hard work and supporting their teams. And glad you've joined us tonight for the broadcast on Central Illinois Sports. It's ought to be a good competitive game.
I think so. I think it's a good matchup for both of these squads. They're both going to fight hard, try to get a win, see if they can't play again tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, get on the old yellow school bus and roll down the road.
I was going to wait and do this in the North Green game, but I'm going to do it now. Herschel from North Green, if you are watching and listening, hello to you tonight, buddy. We miss seeing you here. Herschel rehabbing after a fall, and always used to seeing him in the front row with his buddies over there from North Green at this tournament every year, and at the front row at North Green at Whitehall, too. So, Herschel, hope you sit back and enjoy the game tonight.
Gim will jump in the center circle here for Liberty. Noah Convery jumps for Carlinville. Doug Elledge, our official, will step into the center circle, make sure everybody's ready to roll here. And we're tipping it off here at the 100th Winchester Invitational Tournament on this Wednesday. And they'll knock it out of bounds and say it'll be Carlinville basketball. Liberty will get the arrow.
Carlinville gets the opening decision when the ball goes out of bounds. I don't know how you decide.
Dunn with the basketball, has it in the front court for the squad from Carlinville against a zone defense for Liberty, a 2-3 to start the night. Left side, Hart puts it on the deck, gets it to Dunn. Dunn has picked it up at the free throw line, now has to get free and finds Ryan Hart. In the middle to the big freshman Noah Convery. In the corner, Costello had it for a moment. This is Colton Costello. Not to be confused with the young man whose last name is spelled the exact same way from Greenfield, whose last name is Costello. But this is Costello.
Perrine, yellow jacket, gold jacket, I don't know.
Hart with it out top for Carlinville. 7:17 to play in the opening quarter. No score in the early part of this contest. Has picked up the dribble. Good defensive pressure by Liberty. And good patience by Carlinville. Here's a dribble drive in by Dunn. Ball knocked away, stolen away. Turnover the first of the contest, as the Eagles will be on the attack now. So they play defense for nearly a minute to start this game.
Hope Convery plays football. Man, he's put together for a freshman.
Well, if you take a look at these freshmen here for this Carlinville squad, they're pretty good size. I bet you their junior high team was pretty good. Here's Gim inside, shot up no good, fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Doug Elledge, my old buddy, will tell us who it's on. It will go on Alepra, thank you.
Glad you could make it tonight.
Well, I doing a little visiting for the game. Gim will shoot the free throws. First one is up and good.
You know, if you hadn't said that, I wouldn't have noticed.
Hey, it's what I love about this. Biggest lead of the ball game right now, huh, John? 6:49 left first quarter. Second one up by Gim is also good. He said, see, when you don't call the foul on me, a lot of good things happen. McComb, he couldn't breathe without getting a foul called on.
One game he fouled out with 7:04 to play in the third quarter. No joke. Costello. Deep in the corner now, Dunn gets a touch. Gives it off for a three on the way by Alepra. No good, and the rebound is fought for. Secured by Levi Hayner for Liberty.
I like Hayner. He works hard. If he can stay on the floor and not get winded there, he's a big part of this team.
Very strong. Gets the ball in his hands. You don't usually swat it away. Here's a turnaround shot underneath. No good. And Costello secures the board. Costello was a senior on this squad. In the middle to the freshman Convery. Shot up no good. Costello, though, runs down the board. Kept it alive to Alepra. Dom Alepra. D-O-M Dom. Here's a three on the way. No good from Hart. And the rebound to Klauser.
Actually, Fessler, what a good job boxing out.
Dom, D-O-M, a family name, you think?
Yep. Good Italian name in Carlinville. Don't forget Vince DiMuzio is from there.
Costello now going to be called for the foul as Hayner went up to try to get the entry pass into the paint, and Costello had a hand in his back.
And I mean that as a compliment. I mean, Vince DiMuzio was a tremendous representative senator for us for years.
There's Klauser, now to Gim in the corner left side. Gim will put it on the deck, skips it across to Klauser. Just underway, 5:38 to play in the first. 2-0. The Liberty Eagles have the early advantage on the Trucks LLC scoreboard.
They really missed Fessler when he couldn't play at Macomb, didn't they?
Yeah, he just can do a lot of things. I agree with one of the folks in the chat that says Carlinville is very young. They are young.
Oh, my.
Young squad out here. We saw the freshmen, a lot of them play the other day. I really like what Dave Suits does. He's a lot like Greg Altmix. Here's a turnover. A lot like Greg Altmix that no matter what the score is, he continues to coach. Here's a three ball on the way. Right side by Alepra is good. And Carlinville on the board as they take a 3-2 advantage with 5:02 to play in the first.
We've seen a lot of young teams in this tournament. In the next year or two, they come back and compete till the end.
Pass goes into Gim. Hands it off Moss. Good find. Missed the layup, though. And the rebound comes down to Ryan Hart.
His first.
Pushes into the front court. Dunn. Dribble drive. Back out to Hart behind the arc. A 1-point lead in the basketball now for this Carlinville outfit. Here's a dribble drive in. Shot up no good by Alepra. And Levi Hayner rips down his second rebound for the red-clad Liberty Eagles. Liberty in the visiting Reds tonight. Very patriotic colors for both squads. As we see a three on the way now by Tanner Gim. It's no good. And the rebound is secured by Carlinville. Carlinville in the white uniforms with the blue numbers and red trim.
When a player on the court does something and Greg didn't like that, Coach Altmix, he'll be coaching the other kids saying, please don't do that when you're in the game.
Left side, here's a three now by Alepra, left alone, won't go. Moss will secure the rebound here for Liberty. Halfway home in this first quarter, 3-2 is the Carlinville advantage.
Convery and Moss be two guys who'd be good to start your football team with. Whew. And Gim.
Carlinville's had a pretty good resurgence of their football program the last couple of years as Convery now gets a steal. Gets the ball to Dunn. Left side, threw a pass to Hart, had to run it down. No, could not do so. It was a little too far out of his reach and a turnover on the Cavaliers.
Two on each team nearly going. Hayner sits down for the first time, and we see the freshman in for Liberty and Tanner Cooley, the 6-foot freshman.
We like Tanner Cooley. He's a hustler out there. He's really improved every time we've seen him take the floor. On the other side into the game for the first time is Trenton Clevenger, a 6'4 senior, also out there for this Carlinville squad is Jack Rouse, a 5'10 junior. Klauser with it, out top to Cooley. Gets it over on the left side, Fessler. Looks in the paint. Now to Gim out top, gets set for an open three, and he'll knock it down. Gim from downtown makes it a 5-3 Liberty advantage as the Eagles retake the lead. 3:19 to play in this first period.
Gim has all five.
Dunn has picked it up, finds the big man, and Clevenger on the right side. We saw Clevenger play quite a bit the other day. Now here's a deep three from the right wing, no good by Hart. And the rebound, it's a scrum for it on the floor, and out of there with it is Klauser. Liberty with the basketball and a 2-point lead. Just a hair under 3 minutes to play in this first period, and a consolation bracket quarterfinal.
Teammates did all the work, and Klauser came away with the rebound.
He says, put my name in the book for a rebound, please. Thank you. Here's a ball knocked loose. It is run down out front by Klauser. He drives in, shot is up, and they'll say count the bucket. as Clouser will get an and one opportunity. Let's take a look at that on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay, shall we?
Didn't look real smooth, did it?
Ran down the open court ball. Kind of twisted an ankle possibly, but he did make the shot. Clevenger called for the foul. It's his first, team third.
Thank you for the help there. I just couldn't get that one. It's not coming up on the board very quick. To the free throw line goes Clouser with the old-fashioned three-point play opportunity. Biggest lead in the ball game right now as he makes the free throw.
And into the contest will come Jacob Alexander for the first time. Gim sits down. Also Clouser takes a chair. As who else checked back in? Hayner's back on the floor for Liberty.
If you're sitting on the bench, you better be ready for Liberty. 2:35 left in the first quarter, 8-3 Liberty.
Here's a lob pass down low. Coming down with it is a Leopard. Now trying to get some room in the paint, and it's stolen away by Hayner. Turnover on the Cavaliers is their third. 2:20 to play in the first. Liberty enjoying an 8-3 5-point lead on the Trex LLC scoreboard. Moss left side. Out top finds Fessler. Fessler can really shoot it. He'll now drive past his man, get to the rim, shot it up, no good. And the rebound pulled in by Convery. Gets the outlet pass out to Matt Dunn. 2 minutes to play in the first period. Cavaliers trying to find a little rhythm on the offensive side. Here's an open look for three, no good. Rebound, Moss will knock it out of bounds, and it will stay with the Cavaliers on the baseline.
Talked to Lori Herring up above, who does all the hospitality room, said you're quite a celebrity. You and Chris Dewar had quite a conversation and pictures together.
Always be good to the people that feed you.
Well, bread pudding. Chris Dewar was bragging on the bread pudding.
Well, here's what I'll tell you about this. Why you don't complain at restaurant staff here. You ready? They can spit in your food just as easy as they can make it well. Here's a shot put up. It's good by Ryan Hart as he'll put it in for two. Hart's got his first basket of the contest and makes it 8-5. Not telling you Ms. Herring would do that, but there's some out there who would. On the right side, Hayner. Bounces inside Fessler. Open off of a little screen, and he'll lay it up and in for a basket.
His first two of the game.
10-5 the score. 1:13 to play in the first. Cavaliers trying to get an answer here. Ball stolen away by Alexander now with the active hands on the defensive side. A minute to play in this first period. Eagles have a 5-point lead, looking to add to that here in the final minute of this first quarter. Fessler to Hayner behind the arc, left wing. Lets them run through the screens. Now out top, Fessler. Trying to get free to Moss on the right side. Looking down low, there's Hayner coming off the curl screen. Shot up as it got too far into the basket. Convery knocks it away, and Hart gets the board. Hart coast to coast. Shot put up is good, and he's fouled there as the man came in and was, kind of indecisive on whether or not he wanted to take the charge. Going to get called for the block, and an and one opportunity coming up here for Ryan Hart.
Fessler, first man to be called for a foul for Liberty. Hart with the and one makes it a 10-7 game. 39.5 seconds left in the first quarter on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. The free throw is up, no good. Hayner pulls down his third board of the night.
35 seconds to play in the first in a 10-7 ball game. In for Liberty for the first time on the evening, we see Nathan Poulter, the 5'10 freshman. He's got the basketball on the wing to Hayner. Hayner and Gim do a nice job finding one another. Now Gim puts it on the deck. He needs to get rid of it here as he lost the bounce. Nice cut underneath by Fessler. Can't get the little reverse layup to go. And the rebound free to the Cavaliers. 10 seconds to play in the first, and now a reach-in foul called out front on Fessler.
Fessler's going to pick up his second very quickly. 2 team fouls on Liberty. At 11 seconds left in the quarter, and they'll leave Fessler out there. All you can do when you're a little short-handed is say, don't foul again, and you hope it works.
And bounce pass to the backcourt. They bring it across on the right side with it is Tristan Thompson. Out top now to Costello. Left side, Duckles. Duckles down low, finds Thompson, who puts it up and in for two. As the buzzer sounds, and the Cavaliers cut it down to a 1-point game. Good execution by Dave Suits' squad. Found Thompson underneath. He beats the buzzer, and after one, it's Liberty 10, Carlinville 9.
At the First National Bank of Beardstown, you come first. We're dedicated to helping you in any way we can with a full line of financial products delivered by caring, experienced professionals. With locations in Beardstown, Murrayville, and Winchester, we're here to serve the region with your banking needs. Contact our Winchester location at 217-742-3134 or visit us online at bankingyoufirst.com. The First National Bank of Beardstown, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Trucks LLC will be located this fall in the new building at 14 East Industrial Park Drive in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0044. Diesel repair service offering 24-hour roadside repair, mobile service units, semi-truck and trailers, farm and ag equipment, DOT inspections, hydraulic hose repair, anything diesel, we can come to you along the road in the field or at your shop. It's Trucks. Call 217-922-0044. That's 217-922-0044.
Liberty leads at 10-9 after one quarter. Cavaliers are 4 of 11 from the field, 1 of 6 from the arc, 0 of 1 from the free throw line. Liberty 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from the arc, and 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Liberty basketball, Charlie with the call.
Eagles led by as many as 7 in that first period. Here's a 3 on the way right side. Hayner, it's no good, and a foul underneath on the rebound going to be whistled here against the Eagles. I think it's going to be Klauser, and it is.
Klauser picks up the foul. It'll be his first, third team foul. Fessler's still out there with 2 fouls. Just underway second quarter action. Cavaliers shooting for our third lead change in the game.
Going to have to be very careful, isn't he? Very careful. Left side with it is Tate Duckles. Hands the ball out top to Hart. Shot put up underneath, no good by Convery, and the rebound to Klauser.
Kind of a typical freshman thing. Got a little excited about being that wide open. Shot it a little too hard.
This Carlinville program, here's a lob down low to Gim. He'll put it up and in for 2. Pretty fine there by the Eagles.
Nice job by Hayner.
12-9. Carlinville program, though, they have, it's been a while since they've won a regional. That was the 2013-2014 season, and that was the first since the 1993-1994 season when Lee Bennett was the head coach of the Cavaliers.
You know, the Cavaliers used to host the sectional over the years.
Here's a 3 on the way, no good by Hart. Rebound loose underneath and grabbed by Tanner Gim for Liberty.
They came to Pittsfield for a regional a few years ago and had a 7-footer.
Some pretty familiar names in the coaching ranks, though. Lee Bennett, who, here's a lob down low again to Gim, and he travels. Nope, they'll say that's because he was pushed.
Well, let's see which one of the guys is guilty. It's going to be Hart, his first, team 4th.
And we're going to get a timeout here by Dave Suits. We will pause as well as the home squad will call their first time out of the contest. 6:39 to play in the half, 12-9 the advantage for Liberty.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect. If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
12-9 Liberty, 6:39 left in the half. Carlinville coming out of a timeout as Dave Suits wanted to regroup the squad here and get them back together. The gym's starting to kind of start to fill up. You know, when you've got West Central and Griggsville coming up, those people will get here early, so you might want to hustle if you're coming.
We talked about this Carlinville school being a pretty good football school over the years. They were a 5-5 team this year, made the playoffs.
Andy Easton was just a tremendous Hall of Fame coach over the years.
But did you read the news today about who's retiring from the football coaching ranks, Jeff?
Who's that?
Here's Fessler on a drive in, and he will be fouled. Mark Ramsey going to step aside at Decatur St. Teresa, longtime coach, of course, at Central A&M prior to that.
Second foul on Costello, 15 foul. Ball out of bounds, or is it a shooting foul?
I think it'll be ball out of bounds.
They're lining up
and
to
it looks
shoot
like
the
it's going to be a shooting foul.
Yeah,
well,
what do we know?
Mark Ramsey, after being at Central A&M, started in 1992 there, retired, and then decided, I'm going to pick it back up at St. Teresa. All he did there was go 76-7.
Father Sestak, that was at Camp Point at St. Thomas Church, his brother coached at St. T for many, many years. Coach Sestak was very successful there. You saw the facility there. It's quite a facility. Fessler with 2 points on the night. His team leading now 13-9 as he makes the first.
Liberty team doing well.
You did go there for a football game this year, correct?
Yep, a nice facility.
You and some guy named Bob?
Yeah, we did.
Second one by the young man in Gavin Fessler, and it's also good as he gets it to roll around and fall through. 14-9 ties the biggest lead of 5 3 times.
Fessler, one of the guys that will be a big key to Liberty's success if this group is going to make the improvements we think they can. Here's a three on the right side, no good by Tristan Thompson. Rebound, though, run down on the offensive side by Hart. Around the horn that goes. All the way on the left side, that's Alepra. Duckles, Thompson, right side three by Hart, and he banked it in.
He saw the guy do it last night.
He's the second guy I've seen bank a ball in from the corner this week. Is that something being taught now?
You got to have good spin on the ball to make that happen, right? Ooh, Paul and Rick Rushell used to shoot him from the corner, but they didn't bank him in.
Cuts it down to a 2-point game, 14-12. Here's a Gim down low, got the man on his hip, turnaround shot up and good, and a nice job understanding what he can do. Down low by Tanner Gim. He's got another.
9 for him in the game already. Good start for Tanner.
Makes it 16-12 on the Trex scoreboard. 5:29 to play in the half.
Tanner didn't get to play a lot on that team. Got second to state, but he practiced hard all the time.
Here's a three. Tate Duckles from downtown. Duckles, the freshman with the three. Shot that with some confidence.
Duckles deep.
We're being told that Andy Easton was the nephew of Joe Parmentier.
Well, of old Joe Parmentier, maybe? Because Andy Easton was an older gentleman and Joe Parmentier was much younger.
I'm just telling you right now, I'm reading what Barry Wright wrote.
Well, Barry, you got it backwards, buddy.
Andy Easton's nephew, is Joe Parmentier. I needed that apostrophe S. Here's a charging foul now by Gim, and he'll turn it over and pick up the foul.
His first, team fourth, turnover number 3. And Barry, if you're going to give us information, don't lead Charlie astray.
Barry, you got to know, I just learned to read yesterday. 4:45 to play in the half. Cavaliers down by 1, trying to retake the lead. They'll get it down low. Shot up, no good. And Gim's going to pick up his second foul in about 10 seconds of game time as Tate Duckles took it right at him.
Second man to come up with their second foul. Him and Fessler, each one have 2 now. 16-15, and, Duckles can tie it up and give his team the lead. First one is up and good. We're tied at 16, first tie of the ball game.
Who were they recognizing tonight here at the Winchester tournament? I know Sean Knox, one of them.
Yep.
He was a top 20.
Bob Hembrow's the other one.
All right. Sean Knox was a top 20 scorer all time in IHSA history. He scored over 2,000 points.
Lead change number 3.
17-16 Carlinville. Of course, Bob Hembrow, Jack, what didn't he coach?
Bob was a tremendous coach. Started out around the Hamilton area, I think.
Here's a nice pass down low. Shot blocked, though, as Alepra got up to knock it away. And the rebound down to the Cavaliers. Hart brings it across. A 1-point lead for this Carlinville squad. And now a pass. Duckles tried to get it underneath to his teammate in Rouse, and a little too far for him, threw it out of bounds.
That was almost as surprising of a leap as this kid named Tucker from Carlisle at the bowl one year in the Super Sectional against Liberty, and we went, where'd that come from?
I don't know about that. Jacob Tucker was about 5'10" that year, and he went up the dunk, and his head was even with the top of the square on the backboard.
Won the National Dunk Contest at Illinois College, but I mean NCAA, the top guy in the nation. Played for the Globetrotters.
He could really leap. Here's a lob down low. Gim has it swiped away. Good help side defense, Tristan Thompson. He'll take it into the front court. 3:42 to play in the half. Right side, 3 ball. Alepra, no good. And Fessler gets the rebound for Liberty.
His second.
Been a while since the Eagles have put a ball in the basket. They're down by 1, 17-16. 3:30 to play in the half. Moss left side throws a pass. That's tipped and stolen away by Duckles.
3 turnovers and 3 trips.
He'll push it ahead to Alepra. Tough pull-up jump shot, no good. Rebound secured by Klauser. Klauser will walk it up for the red-clad Liberty Eagles. On the right side, Fessler thought about the 3. Looks down low, Gim. You can tell Liberty really wants to get the ball in the paint. Here's a turnaround shot, no good. And the rebound secured by Tristan Thompson. Tristan Thompson, also a player who plays for the Cavaliers, I think. Here's a 3-point shot up, no good. That's by Hart, and the rebound down to the Eagles.
Will Moss got a pass about 5 foot away, and it was a rocket, was it not? Cavaliers 3 of 12 from the arc.
Out top with it is Cooley. On the right side, Klauser thought about the three. He doesn't take a ton of shots from the perimeter. He'll drive inside now, put it out the window, no good. Rebound tipped out and will be loose, and that one was won by Jack Rouse. He'll get it to Duckles. The little left hand scoop shot up and in for two. Duckles with another basket, makes it 19-16, and a timeout here taken by the Liberty Eagles. And this time, you saw the football school be a little more physical in Carlinville. Duckles takes it coast to coast for the basket. 2:16 to play in the half. Timeout Eagles.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Well, Bob Hembrough will be recognized tonight. Longtime defensive specialist at Beardstown. Went to state back-to-back years. Joe Hamilton's, sophomore and junior years, and Matt O'Hara's senior year, and then some of the other guys. But, man, what a couple of good basketball teams. Remember, he had a corduroy suit that he wore, and he was the most excited guy ever on the sidelines at Champaign when they went. What a great guy Bob Hembrough was.
Now those years that Beardstown won, who else was a good team in the area?
Notre Dame. That's who they beat in the Super.
Quincy Notre Dame?
Oh yeah.
Ain't that
probably Catholic boys at that time.
Ain't that a shame? Alexander left side. He'll work it out top. Here's a deep three. Fessler no good. Rebound tipped around. Cooley secures the offensive board. He'll get it to Klauser.
Liked what the freshman did there.
Hayner finds Cooley, gathers, shoots, missed it as he just didn't have a good grip on it, and the rebound down to Convery.
Convery, the freshman, second board.
Quick into the front court, Dunn. Works it to Duckles. Skips it over on the right side. That's Thompson. Leprin, one of the more senior guys on this team. He's a sophomore. On the left side, Dunn works it in the paint. Convery trying to go to work, and we'll say he travels.
Turnover number 6 on the Cavaliers, but the first and the second quarter, that's how come they are ahead 19-16. They've taken better care of the basketball.
Another thing I like about both of these two teams, Jack, is you don't see overreactions to calls. You don't see people flipping the ball behind them. Have they?
Palms up, never.
Very respectful.
Yeah.
That starts with coaching.
Well, you're a father figure. As I told.
Here's a Liberty turnover now as Moss tried to get it over to Fessler, and it was just a little high for him to secure.
I sent Steve Rylander a note today and said, Steve, I hope you realize what you do for those kids at Pleasant Hill, being a father figure and a man that helps to build them up. Coaching is so much more than we realize. Oh, my.
You can definitely have an impact one way or the other.
That's why we work with them with Fellowship of Christian Athletes so hard.
In the corner, here's a three ball on the way. It won't fall through this time for Hart. Rebound underneath, Klauser again.
Klauser's got 4 boards, and he's not like he's real tall or anything. He's getting good position.
Under a minute to play in the first half. Been a competitive contest throughout. Klauser in the corner. Works a pass, stolen away. Stepping in front of that pass was Matt Dunn for the takeaway.
7 turnovers now on Liberty, and 5 of them been second quarter.
Here's Hart now as he was going to fire a 3, and then he decided to put it on the floor, and once he had, he shuffled the feet.
Adam Brockhouse's son is certainly a lot better looking guy than his dad, isn't he? What a fine looking young man.
46.4 seconds to play in the half, and it's a 19-16 score still. Fessler looks to bring it up to the old dribble off the knee play for a moment. Right side Gim for the 3 and the tie. Too hard. Moss kept it alive to Klauser. Second chance opportunity here for Liberty.
Klauser's loving those rebounds when somebody tips it to him.
Here he is out there. Hands it over to Klauser on the left side. 25 seconds to play in the half. They'll get it to Gim. Gim will attack on the drive. Gets it to Moss. Moss rises. Blocked again. Convery with the block. And Moss runs down the offensive board. 10 seconds to play in the half. Liberty down 19-16 to Carlinville with 5. It's Fessler. Drives, puts up a little wild running shot, no good. Rebound Convery. He'll get it to Duckles. Half-court shot is good if it goes, and it's off the rim, no good. And we head to halftime. Carlinville leads Liberty 19-16 as we take you to the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Halftime stats and more your way after this.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
When you think of fall, what comes to mind besides pumpkins, honey, and football? How about fertilizer? Studies show more than 1/3 of your crop's yield is determined by fertilizer alone. Studies also show as much as 40% potassium and 30% phosphate gets tied up in stalks and residue, as well as high clay content. Nutrient Ag Solutions recommends Titan, which is an innovative fertilizer catalyst designed for use with dry fertilizer blends. Titan will keep nutrients from being tied up and increase fertilizer availability in your crop. Titan is a low-cost option to improve crop fertility. Contact your nutrient crop consultant today.
PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Carlinville leads 19-16 over Liberty at halftime on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Quincy, Illinois is the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. How about a Jeep? Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and making sure each customer's needs are satisfied. We found out from our family you can too. LittleJessMotor.com or stop by and see them at 3431 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Carlinville's turned the ball over 7 times. Liberty 7 times in the first half of the game, but Liberty 5 times in the second quarter. Foul situation, 2 on Gavin Fessler for Liberty, 2 on Tanner Gim, and 1 on Noah Clauser. For Carlinville, 2 on Colton Costello, 1 on Ryan Hart, 1 on Dom Alepra, and 1 on Trenton Clevenger. It is a 19-6 Carlinville lead on the truck scoreboard in the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Shooting percentages, individual stats, and more come your way after these.
Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you. Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvements, 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on. Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Recognizing Bob Hembrow at halftime here on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. 19-16, Carlinville with the lead. Carlinville shooting 7 of 22 from the field, 31.8%. 3 of 14 from the arc, 21.4%. 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 50%. On the other side, Liberty 5 of 21, 23.8%. 1 of 5 from the arc, 20%, but 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Tanner Gimm from Liberty leads the way with 9 points, 4 from Gavin Fessler, 3 from Noah Klauser in the first half of this contest. For Carlinville, Ryan Hart leads the way with 7 points, 6 from Tate Duckles, and 3 from Don Alepra in the contest, 2 points from Tristan Thompson. That's our 19-16 halftime score here on Central Illinois Sports in Game 1 of 3 coming your way tonight. Hope you'll stay tuned on the halftime show. Little Jess Motors brings it your way. 19-16, Carlinville, the Cavaliers lead the Eagles of Liberty. We're back with more after these.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. A lot of great recognitions here at halftime and before games here. Recognized all the teams in the first day and gave each one a plaque, now representing different historical parts of this tournament. Bob Hembrow, an integral part. Back in those days, it was Beardstown against the 15 little schools. A lot of them, you got to remember, hadn't consolidated or co-opted yet. So Beardstown was a lot bigger than most of them at that point. North Green probably the second biggest team back in those days. Been a while since Beardstown's been here. I saw a 3 overtime game here one time with Beardstown. Pretty
Carlinville, probably the largest enrollment of any school they imported in this thing this year.
I would think, yep.
Ready to start the second half. It'll be Cavaliers basketball. as they lead 19-16. And to start the second half, they have Rouse out there along with Dunn, Hart, Convery, and the fifth man is Alepra. Here's a spin move down low, shot up no good. But a foul going to be called as Hart was trying to work the ball inside.
Oh, I thought Hayner was going to get it, but instead it's going to be Klauser, and that'll be his first team foul the second half. Going to the free throw line will be Ryan Hart. He has 7 points and leads the way. First one up and good.
Fuller's Universe open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Fridays until midnight, Saturdays 4 to midnight. They offer a great menu, burgers and fries, the special today at Fuller's Universe in Pittsfield.
Hart makes them both, gives his team their biggest lead of 5 right now. Liberty needs to answer.
Here as a ball knocked out of bounds now. Good hustle as Colton Costello knocked that one away.
A lot of good memories seeing the Hembro family. Of course, Sue is from the Pittsfield area.
7:41 to play in the third. Liberty has Hayner on the inbounds. His shot put up is good, and he'll get an and-one opportunity.
Hayner's first 2. And the foul went on Hart. Oh, okay. Third on Costello. Free throw no good. Rebound Will Moss up and no good.
Rebound fought for. Comes down to Gim. He'll put it back up over the front of the rim and in for 2.
Good offensive board. Gim's got 11.
And a 4-point trip down the floor for Liberty. They've cut it down to a 1-point game just like that.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Top of the key with it is Costello. Works it around to Hart. Down the paint. Turnaround shot up and good by Alepra. Dom Alepra with another 2 for his squad.
5 for him now.
And makes it 23-20 Cavaliers. Now Klauser a little quick into the front court. He gets the ball. Somehow comes down to Moss. Ball tipped around. Goes out of bounds. Last touched by Alepra. And it will stay with Liberty on the baseline.
Every team kept sticking their hand out, and then they said, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And Alepra just was the unfortunate guy that hit it last.
Pass comes into Klauser. Left wing, 3 ball. A little hard. Hayner, the offensive board, though. Out top, here's Klauser from the top of the key. No good. And Hart gets the board.
He's got 6 boards on the evening.
Working into the front court. Right side, here's a 3 by Alepra, and he finds the bottom of the net.
8 for him.
And the Cavaliers have their biggest lead of the contest on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. This 6-point advantage with 6:33 to play in the third.
Liberty got it to 1, then a 5-0 run for Carlinville on a 2 and a 3. 2 free throws and a 3.
Gim with it on the right wing. He sizes up his defender. Now out top, Klauser over to Fessler as the defender went flying by. He'll pull up for a 3. It's short. Rebound down to Gim. He'll muscle up, no good. And Convery's got the board for the Cavaliers. Into the front court, Alepra. He'll pull up for a jump shot. No good. And Hayner comes down with another rebound.
Give him 5 on the night now.
Liberty trailing by 6. 6 minutes to play in the third. Gim, right wing 3, no good. Liberty's offense has been a pretty quick one the last couple of times down the floor. And Alepra's off to the races into the front court. He finds himself open in the lane, hits a little hard, and Klauser rips down another rebound.
6 for him.
Works it into the front court as Greg Altmix calls out the play call for his squad.
I think what he said was work the ball, run the offense.
Moss with it on the wing left side. Inside to Gim. Turnaround shot good again for Tanner Gim. He's in double figures.
13 for him now.
That makes it a 4-point game, 26-22. Cavaliers have Dunn in the front court. Look back door. Now look at the man to pop out in Alepra. Top of the key, Costello. Over it goes to Dunn. Puts it on the deck against Fessler. Drives in, ball stripped. Convery, though, is right there. Johnny on the spot that time, or Noah as it may be on this example, and makes it 28-22 Cavaliers.
His first 2 points of the night for the freshman.
Fessler into the front court. Right side, Hayner for a 3. It's well short, and Moss is over the back on the rebound.
Moss gets called for his first foul, second team foul. He did not have any position that time. But it's all right if you shoot a 3, but, you know, you got to come a little closer than that if you're going to be the guy shooting them.
Tristan Thompson, Jack Rouse back in. Costello sits down, as does Convery for Carlinville. They lead 28-22, 4:50 to play in the third.
Costello with that heavy knee brace. He's going to the locker room for something.
Maybe a nosebleed, never know. Left side with it is Hart, and he'll be called for shuffling the feet.
Why do so many kids do that? They just get moving too fast and just break the feet before they start dribbling?
Bad habits, I'd say.
Yeah.
Inbounds comes to Gim. He's got it in the front court with a 3-on-2, drives in and runs over the man, gets called for the offensive foul.
I didn't know if the guy had position. 8th turnover. Gim's going to pick up his third team foul the second half. That's a very bad turnover for Liberty, their first of the second half.
He's kind of lowered the shoulder that time, and the Northwestern Mutual replay gets called for his second foul.
You have position?
Yep.
I'll be darned.
And he lowered the shoulder.
Can't fool Dwayne Kerfman. I'm going to tell you, I don't know why I'd ever question him.
Hart with the basketball, and here's an illegal screen out front the other way.
That's going to go against the Lepre. That'll be his first team foul of the second half. Turnover number 9 now on Carlinville, 2 in the second half. 28-22 Carlinville, 4:25 left in the quarter. Whoever wins this gets to play again, tomorrow?
Tomorrow at 7. Here's a dribble drive in by Fessler. Shot put up no good. Fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Sold it that he was shooting. Foul goes against Dunn the other way, his first, team second. Fessler to the free throw line. Clock stopped. Gavin Fessler, 4 points, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. 28-22 Carlinville, 4:20 left in the quarter. Fessler misses the first.
Saturday, March 18th will be the annual Ty Rylander Memorial Run. The Remembering Ty Rylander Facebook page will have more information soon. Proceeds have benefited youth around the area. Make sure to watch that Remembering Ty Rylander Facebook page for more information.
Fessler makes his second. He's got 5 on the day, I should say.
And makes it 28-23. Here's a Lepre quickly the other way. Pull-up shot won't fall. Cooley kept it alive, and it's pulled in by Gim. Almost halfway through this third period in the 28-23 ball game.
Important couple of minutes for Liberty here.
Cavaliers the lead. Alexander left side gets it into Gim. He travels. Nope, they'll say that's because Rouse had a hand in his back.
Rouse pushed him. Foul on him. His first third team foul. Ball out of bounds, Liberty. It's harder to move down low when somebody's got you posted with their hand, huh?
3:58 to play in the third. A 5-point lead for Carlinville. Liberty on the attack. Fessler with it deep in the corner right side. Free throw line, Moss. He'll put out behind the perimeter to Fessler.
Those passes over the zone defense just blow my mind. Everybody does it now.
Here's Gim down low. Spins between 2 defenders. Up and in for 2 more.
That was quick. He's got 15.
And down to a 3-point game, 28-25. Cavaliers trying to get the answer. Duckles with it out top. Works it on the right side, Thompson. Duckles gets it right back to Thompson. A little 2-man game on the right side. Now they'll get into a Lepre. Not much in the post in this contest for Carlinville. Here's the ball knocked away. Moss runs it down. He'll try the steal and the layup, and it's good.
His first 2 points.
Will Moss with the larceny and the layup, and makes it 28-27.
Well, so far in the first half minute of the 2 minutes I talked about, Liberty's looked good. They got it here a little earlier, 21-20, and then gave it away.
Here's Hart, drives the baseline and threw it right into the hands of Jacob Alexander.
Alexander said, man, that was right in my chest.
He was kind of surprised about it as well. Just under 3 minutes to play in the third. Liberty can retake the advantage. Here's Fessler, runner up, right hand, good. Fessler with the runner. He's got another 2 and gives Liberty the lead, 29-28.
7 for him, 4th lead change.
Hart in the corner. Works it out top. Here's Duckles for the 3 off the front of the iron. Hart gets the offensive board. Attacks down low. Runner up no good. And Klauser, check that, Fessler gets the rebound for Liberty.
Gim didn't want to do anything and pick up his 4s, so he kind of backed off there. He said, I fouled out in the third quarter before. I don't want to do that again.
Down low, Gim underneath. Off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped around. He kept it alive, but it's into the hands of Duckles for Carlinville. Skips it across on the right side. Ball knocked out of bounds by a hustling Will Moss.
Moss really covers some territory, doesn't he? Short period of time. Came from the paint to the sidelines in a flash.
Klauser and Hayner back in here for Liberty.
29-28, Liberty with the lead. 2:02 left in the third quarter. Carlinville on the attack.
On the other side, Convery has returned for the Cavaliers. Ball out front in the hands of Thompson. Right side. A Lepre, pull up, gets it to go. Rattled in and out, then fell on through, and makes it 30-29. Carlinville back on top.
He's got 10, 5th lead change. Kind of got a little push off with that non-dribbling hand.
Klauser with the basketball. Left wing finds Will Moss. In the paint to Hayner. Hayner had trouble with the gather. Now has a strip in stolen away. Lepre on the trot into the front court for the Cavaliers. Looks to break down his man off the dribble. Kicks it out top. Thompson to Duckles on the wing. Duckles around the perimeter. Ball hand off Thompson. 1:15 to play in the third. Hart with a touch out top. Has picked up the dribble. Ball knocked away and out of bounds by Noah Klauser. It'll stay with the Cavaliers. 1:06 to play in the third. Here comes Gim back in along with Fessler. Moss and Alexander will sit down, I believe, here. No, Cooley will take a chair. Just over a minute to play in the third period. 30-29 Carlinville. Ball goes into the backcourt, into the hands of Tate Duckles, the 5'9 freshman. Gets it to fellow freshman Tristan Thompson. On the right side now is a Lepre. Around the horn it comes back to Duckles. Down on the post, Convery trying to go to work, has picked it up. Throws it on the wing to a Lepre. In the middle, here's Hart. Shot won't fall. And the rebound down to Fessler for Liberty. Doesn't have the numbers. Greg Altmich says slow it up. We've got the ball. Down one with 35 seconds left in the third period. Liberty should get the ball to start the final quarter. Here's Gim, out top Klauser. They'll be patient with it here, will Liberty. Fessler to Hayner, left wing, Klauser fakes the three. 17 seconds left in the third now. Around the horn to Gim. Gim with the crossover, drives in, and a pushing foul going to be called on Convery, I believe, here.
See who the foul's on. It's going to go on Dunn. That'll be his second, 15 foul. Ball out of bounds, Liberty with 10.7 seconds left in the quarter. Can they get that last second runner and take the lead? Give us our sixth lead change.
Fessler to inbound, gets it to Klauser. Out top Alexander to Fessler, left side three. How about not a runner, but a tray instead? And Liberty takes a 32-30 advantage into the front court. A ball from the volleyball line put up no good, and we head to the fourth quarter. Liberty regains the lead in the waning moments of the third quarter. They lead Carlinville 32-30 as we head to the fourth on Central Illinois Sports.
Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852. The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
Leads at 32-30. They're shooting 13 of 38, 34%, 2 of 12 from the arc, 17%, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. And the other side, Carlinville, 11 of 31, 4 of 17, 4 of 6. Liberty basketball.
Eagles took that lead on the three by Fessler, and now as Gim has the basketball, he'll be fouled here by Costello.
Costello's fourth foul.
He's the designated Tanner Gim in this game, huh?
Queen of Hearts drawing tonight at the bowling alley. Hustle out there and get your tickets.
Here's a three on the way. Fessler no good. Hayner over the back of the board.
Hayner will be called for the foul. It'll be his first, team fourth is what I have.
And ball to bounds. Carlinville length of the court to go. Costello sits down. As quickly back into the contest is Dom Lepre.
How big is that Queen of Hearts drawing?
Oh, it'll be over a $9,000 total pot before the night's over.
Somebody buy me a couple tickets, will you?
Here comes Duckles into the front court for Carlinville. They trail by 2 with 7:40 to play in the ball game. Hands the ball off to Hart. Inhart will set up the offensive attack against the man-to-man of Liberty. A little 5-out look here for Carlinville.
Had one overtime game in the tournament, right?
That we have.
Payson and Drought.
On Monday night. And only one upset. Here's a ball tipped and stolen away by Will Moss.
5 turnovers second half on Carlinville. 12 in the game.
Fessler walks it up here for Liberty. 7:14 to play in the contest on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. The Eagles have a 2-point lead. Gim off of the screen from Klauser. Gets it to Klauser out near the center circle. Now Moss with a pass fake. Throws a pass on the left side. It's stolen away, and then a foul going to be called on Fessler.
His third, team fifth on the turnover, the 10th of the game against Liberty. 3 in the second half. Big turnover when you're holding on to a 2-point lead. Just a little lazy pass, and it set Fessler up for disaster there, and it cost him a foul also. He didn't do a thing wrong.
Thompson gets the ball out top to Alepra. Down low, good find to Hart. Tried the extra pass, and they'll say a foul on the floor here.
Liberty Klauser's going to pick up his third. 3 guys with 3 fouls, 16 foul, 1-1 the rest of the way for both teams. Carlinville basketball.
For the Cavaliers. Inbounds comes in the corner. Around the horn all the way out top. Trying to go to the opposite corner, and a moving screen going to be called against Ryan Hart.
Hart will pick up the foul. 13th turnover. Hart's second foul. Team 7th. Player control, no free throws. Liberty with a chance to build on this 2-point lead. They've led by as much as 6. So is Carlinville.
Here's Gim, had a little trouble with the catch. Ball knocked loose by Hart, but he was standing on the baseline, so it will stay with Liberty here as the Eagles catch a bit of a break.
Hayner said, sorry about that pass, old buddy. Tanner said, hey, no problem, try it again.
Hart sits down as Costello back into the game.
Costello playing with 4 fouls.
Inbounds out top, Gim. Klauser looks on the right side, Fessler. It's a DeMoss, little high-low look, pulls up for a shot, no good. And the rebound is secured by Tate Duckles. Duckles on the dribble into the front court. Hands it off on the right-hand side. That's Thompson. There's a pull-up shot now by Alepper. It's an air ball and out of bounds to Liberty with 6:14 to play. Maybe Carlinville was going to call a timeout there for a moment, but they'll play on.
You talk about that ball side hand on the defense. That time Will Moss would have used that one. He'd have got another steal. He's long.
Fessler has the ball knocked out of bounds by the good defense of Duckles, and Liberty ball on the sideline opposite the scorer's table here. 6:06 to play.
Moss is not the guy you want shooting. Nothing against Will at all. Love him to death, but these other guys need to have the ball in their hands.
Here's Fessler. Lost the dribble, now runs it back down, pulls it way out front near the half-court line. Left side, Hayner looks to Gim. Gim puts it on the deck, gets around the man, dishes it off to Moss. Shot off the front of the rim, no good. Gets it and puts it in for 2.
He's got 4.
Makes it 5:43 to play in the contest and a 4-point game.
Must have hurt me. I didn't mean anything bad by it.
He says, put that in your pipe and smoke it, old man. Left side, here's a 3 on the way by Alepper. It goes begging, and Moss with the rebound. He says, how about that? You like the rebound too?
I fired him up.
Here's Fessler into the front court. Klauser.
If he dunks now, we're really going to think we got something.
And Liberty wants a timeout. We'll pause as well. 5 minutes, 23 seconds left in the contest. It's 34-30. Liberty on top. Back with you following this timeout.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Pike County Glass has been serving the local communities with high-quality glass service at affordable pricing for many years. We're now located at 1351 West Washington Street in Pittsfield, next to Farm and Home Supply. We offer all glass services, including commercial installation, auto glass repair and replacement, and glass shower enclosure installation. Call Pike County Glass, 217-285-4000. 4275.
5:23 left in regulation. 34-30. Liberty with the lead and the basketball, shooting for their tying their biggest lead of the night at 6, or with a 7-point lead.
Klauser has it in the front court for this Eagles squad.
Carlinville picked up the tempo on the defense.
Liberty trying to pick up their second victory of the season and working hard for it here. Deep in the corner was Gim. Around the horn it comes to Moss. Out top, Fessler thought about the deep three. He'll get it to Hayner now, left wing. To Gim out front. Puts it on the deck against Costello. Drives in, shoved off, no call. Out top, Klauser, three, and he buries it from downtown.
He's got 6.
Big time shot for Klauser, and the largest lead of the contest right now for Liberty, the 7-point advantage.
Talk about my buddy Will. I'll just make a 3.
Here's a ball underneath, stolen away by Klauser. Klauser will push into the front court. Gets it off to the red-hot Will Moss. Moss drives, kicks to Hayner. Over to Fessler, out top Gim. They're daring him to shoot it. He says, Coach, what do you think? He said, hey, how about pass it? Gets it to Fessler. 4:20 to play in the ballgame. Liberty on top by 7, trying to close out this contest. Hayner, out top Gim, for a 3, no good. Rebound foul going to be called here on Will Moss. And free throws to be shot.
Number 5, Will Moss picks up the foul. That'll be his second. 17 foul. Let's go the other side. Carlinville 4 of 6 from the free throw line. We'll walk all the way to the other end with 4:12 left. 37-30 is the score on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Free throws to be shot by the freshman, Convery. He has 2 points on the day. First one is up and off the front of the rim. Rebound comes off the other way to Hayner. That is his 6th board of the night.
Fessler brings it up here for this Liberty squad, and he'll be fouled near the half-court line by Matt Dunn, and he'll shoot a 1-and-1.
Dunn will pick up his 3rd. That's the 8th team foul, 1-and-1 with Fessler to the free throw line, 3 for 4 from there. Not a guy you probably want to foul most of the time is Fessler. 37-30, shooting for their biggest lead. First one is up. I could jinx anybody, couldn't I? Wow.
Dunn into the front court for the Cavaliers. Been a while since they've scored. Tries to pass down low. Stolen away by Gim.
15th turnover, 8 in the second half.
3:50 left.
And that's in like 9 or 10 minutes.
Here's Moss on the baseline. Gets it to Fessler. Now Klauser, who hit that big 3 just a couple of possessions ago. At top, Hayner. Patient with it. Gets it into Moss. Moss on the wing. Klauser, another look from 3, and he gets it to go.
He banked it.
Of course he did. That's the new thing these days, banking in the 3. Makes it 40-30, Liberty on top as a timeout taken by the Carlinville Cavaliers. 3:23 left in the contest, a 10-point Liberty lead, their largest of the contest. Back with more after this.
State Representative C.D. Davidsmeyer wants to wish all of the teams the best of luck in this year's Winchester Invitational Tournament. C.D. Davidsmeyer would also like to take the opportunity to congratulate the Winchester and West Central Cougars communities on 100 years of providing the best tournament experience. Thank you to all who continue to make this event a success. That message from State Representative C.D. Davidsmeyer.
Biggest lead of the ball game for the Liberty Eagles. This 10-point lead, 40-30 with 3:23 left in the fourth quarter. Timeout Carlinville. Timeouts left, 3 on each side, both in the bonus situation now. 7 fouls on Liberty, 8 on Carlinville. Carlinville basketball in front of the Liberty bench right in front of us here.
Still a lot of ball game left in this one.
You betcha. Gonna have to make some threes probably though.
Duckles with the basketball. He'll work on the dribble against Moss. And 5 seconds going to be the call.
Turnover number 16. 9 in the second half. That has been the bugaboo, has it not?
Will Moss with the defensive effort that time to force the turnover.
He's never going to forgive me. Coach Altmans will say, talk about him the next time. We can use it.
40-30. Eagles shooting to add on to this biggest leaders. The ball knocked out of bounds by Duckles.
Tell you, gentleman over there could have made a play on that, tipped it back in. I don't know if anybody'd seen him, Mr. Crane.
Ball comes in to Klauser. Tries to drive in. Shot up, no good. Fouled, and he'll shoot free throws here.
That's going to go against Convery. That'll be his first. Team foul number 9. We're going to shoot a pair, are we not? Yep.
2 shots.
6 of 9 is Liberty. Coach Altmix pulls 4 of the guys over and gets an extra timeout. First one up by Fessler is good. He's got 11.
Roman Twine, Rick and Tracy Reel can help you if you're looking for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, and much more. Stop by Real Twine, 217-285-5013.
Liberty needed to hustle back because he missed the second there, and the guys were still around their coach.
There's a ball now that's going to go off of the leg of Alepra and out of bounds. A tough time for a turnover here for Carlinville.
17 turnovers, and that is 10 in the second half, and there isn't anything a coach can do about that.
2:40 to play in the fourth. Here's Gim out front.
He's pretty casual with the ball.
He's a good ball handler. Now Klauser's got to get away. Gets it to Gim on a tough pass, and he's fouled by Costello, who will foul out.
Costello will foul out of the ball game, 10th team foul. That means double bonus for Tanner Gim. Tanner said, I know how you feel, buddy. I've had that happen to me a lot of times when they call that foul on me when I didn't think I did it. 2:29 left, 41-30. Biggest lead of the ball game for Liberty is right now that 11-point lead, and Tanner Gim can add to it with 2 free throws and the double bonus. Tanner on the night leads all scorers with 15 points. First one by Gim is good. Give him 16.
And this Liberty team working on finishing out a ball game right here, aren't they?
And when would they play again? Tomorrow night at 7?
7 o'clock.
Second one by Gim, also good. 17 for him.
43-30, 2:25 left.
Against the winner of the next game.
You're this Cavaliers squad, you got to go right here. Right side with it is Rouse. He wants the man to come get it in Alepra, and he'll be called for a carry.
Yeah, tough pass to him, just set him up for failure there. Sometimes your teammates will do that to you.
2:12 remaining, a 13-point Liberty Eagle lead.
I don't mean anything against Carlinville, but it's a good win for Liberty.
I got to hang on still, 2:05 left.
Play the winner of North Green and Calhoun tomorrow night at 7 to see if they can play in the Consolation Championship.
Oh, and you've only won 1 game on the season, Jack. Any win's a good win.
You bet.
That's what I'm saying, though, about Greg Altmix. He, his coaches, his teams, they just keep working. They don't worry about what other people are doing. Here's a foul called with 1:48 left.
Thompson's first double bonus situation. Make your free throws, Liberty, and you got the win. Noah Klauser with 9 points in the night. He could be the third man in double figures. 43-30. That's our biggest lead. Noah Klauser's first is up and good.
See the big signing by Illinois today?
What's that?
Point guard, Niccolo Moretti. He'll be joining the squad immediately and be eligible to play if they need him.
Wow.
Point guard.
Second one up, also good. Where'd he come from?
Well, he's been playing overseas in Australia, actually.
Him and Sky Clark just high-fived on the way out, huh?
I don't know what the situation is there. Clark could still come back. Here's the 3 on the way. It is good. Big-time shot by Tristan Thompson. And a timeout here taken by Carlinville. We'll pause as well. 45-33. Liberty's lead down to 12. 1:34 left on Central Illinois Sports.
Two Wheel Trading Company on Facebook. That's your bike dealer. You can find at 110 West Main Street in Mount Sterling, Illinois, or go to @Two-Wheels Trading Company on Instagram. Phone 217-257-0463. Your authorized Marin Bikes dealer. Full service on any brand of bike. They're also offering 25% off accessories and safety gear with any new bike purchase in January, plus kicking off a buy one, get one free on select 2022 models this month. Two Wheels Trading Company, 110 West Main Street, Mount Sterling.
Rewards checking, I'm not sure if there's a better checking account around.
They have 3 requirements each month, and if they meet those requirements, we will pay them the highest checking account interest rate that we have right now.
At this time, it is a very generous 4.07 APY.
As far as ID Secure goes,
it gives you protection with credit monitoring, cell phone protection.
Prevent identity theft at a reasonable cost.
It's watching out for you.
And every 90 days you get an update on it. So the peace of mind of that's very nice.
45-33, Liberty with the lead after the timeout, 1:34 left. Got to hold on, make your free throws if you're Liberty.
Moss with the ball to Fessler in the backcourt. Works it again, he'll take it across on the dribble. 1:27 remaining.
Double bonus helps you, though, when you're in this situation.
It doesn't hurt. Here's a drive now by Fessler, a little out of control, picking it up, putting it up and in is Will Moss for another 2.
He's got 6.
And makes it 47-33 Liberty on the Truck scoreboard.
Didn't have a point until I talked about him.
Convery with it, has it swiped away? No, they'll say Fessler got him on the foul.
Fessler's 4th, team foul number 8, 1-1. Not what Liberty wants to do is foul right now with 1:05 left. Don't foul, Greg Altmix says. Free throws by the freshman Convery. He's 0 for 1 from there. 4 for 7 is the squad here. Kind of twirls the ball behind his back there. I kind of like that. Couple of dribbles, puts it up and short.
Rebound down to Gim.
Not the rhythm.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Under a minute to play in this one. Here's a drive in by Fessler now to the rim and in for 2.
He's got 13.
Gavin Fessler puts his team up by their largest lead of the night, the 16-point bulge with 45 seconds left. Liberty going to get their second win of the season, and now a foul called on one of the Eagles as Alepra is fouled.
Klauser will pick up the foul. That'll be his 4th, 9th team foul, putting people back to the free throw line, stopping the clock. Is not what Greg Altmix wants to have happen. Alepra to the free throw line, has 10 points, first time to charity stripe, and makes the first. He's got 11. 49-34. You get another, young man. 41.6 seconds left. Alepra can't get the second one to fall, and Hayner comes down with the board. That is his 8th of the night.
35 ticks remaining. Fessler into the front court for Liberty. To Klauser near the sideline, works off of the screen. Now to Gim. Gim on the dribble drive, works the pass down low. It's tipped, but run down by Hayner. Out to Gim with 20 seconds remaining in the ballgame.
Gim looked up at that 3, and he said, Coach Altmix is going to sit me on the bench if I shoot this ball.
Quicker than when I fouled out with 7:04 to play in the third quarter.
If I shoot this ball, I'm going to hear about it tomorrow in our walkthrough before the game.
Final 5 seconds can tick off the clock here as the Liberty Eagles win this contest 49-34. They move to 2-14. Carlinville drops to 3-12. And we take you to the Illini Community Hospital postgame show with final stats, and we'll name our player of the game next on Central Illinois Sports.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
Luke and Aaron Fessler at Fessler Insurance are here to help you with all of your insurance needs. Fessler Insurance, a Country Financial agency, provides life, health, auto, home, and farm insurance. Trust your insurance needs to the local folks at Fessler Insurance. Call for a quote today at 217-285-4429 or stop by at 1165 West Washington Street in Pittsfield for Fessler Insurance.
Illini Community Hospital post-game show. They've been serving the community since 1942 with excellent health care services, primary and specialty care, emergency medicine. Illini here to serve you and your family. Learn more about their services at IlliniHospital.org. Final score of the ball game, 49-34. Liberty gets their second win of the season. They moved to 2-11. They shot 18 of 47, 4 of 16 from the arc, 11 of 15 from the free throw line. Tanner Gim led the way with 17 points and 5 rebounds. 13 points from Gavin Fessler. He added 4 boards on the night. Noah Klauser had 11, and Noah had 6 boards on the night. Also, Hayner had 2 points, and Will Moss had 6 on the evening. For Carlinville, 12 of 35 from the field, 5 of 19 from the arc, 5 attempts at free throw line. 18 turnovers, 11 in the second half was their bugaboo, led by Dom Alepra with 11. 9 points for Ryan Hart, 6 points for Tate Duckles, 5 for Tristan Thompson, 2 from Noah Convery in the game.
Time to name our player of the game. It's presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports. And Tanner Gam with 13 points to lead his squad to their second victory of the season, 49-34. Liberty gets the win over Carlinville and pulls the upset. We'll step aside on our coverage on Central Illinois Sports for just a few moments. On our YouTube channel in just a few minutes, we'll have Calhoun and North Green. We hope you'll join us then on another Central Illinois Sports presentation.